This week, Michigan Tech Volleyball is hosting the very tough NMU Wildcats tomorrow night. Ansley Watson is up at Tech this morning to tell us more about this game. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Well, Michigan Tech has come off the weekend finishing their last two road matches of the regular season. This past Friday, they traveled to Ferris State where they had a hard-fought battle there. Did end up in a loss. Then on Saturday, they traveled to Grand Valley State, did end up beating them. But now their focus is on tomorrow evening where they're playing their big rival, NMU. That game is here at Michigan Tech beginning at 7. If you can't make it to the game, that game will be aired on our sister station, Fox UP. Later in the hour, we're meeting up with the head coach, Matt Jennings, to talk about what the future of the Huskies holds for the rest of the season. So stay with us. Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Thanks, Ansley. As we get ready for the day, it's a day where tomorrow it's the last volleyball game between Tech and NMU in the regular season. So Ansley Watson is at Michigan Tech this morning, telling us more about this big rivalry game. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. That's right. I know that Michigan Tech is very, very anxious to get on the floor and play their game here at home against NMU. Joining me this morning is the head coach here at Michigan Tech, Matt Jennings. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
So overall, you guys have a winning record in the conference, 7-5. Right. How has the season been going so far?
Well, I think we're playing pretty good ball right now. I think we started off a little slow. We played a pretty difficult preseason schedule to begin the season, but we started off actually pretty strong in conference play with 2 big road wins. Most of our matches have been on the road, so that has added to the difficulty for sure. But, you know, we had a big win over the weekend, and we've won 3 out of our last 4. We're 7-5 in league play, and I think we're feeling pretty good right now.
So talk about that schedule. I mean, you've been constantly on the road. Actually, you just finished up your last 2 road matches of the season. Now, rest of the season home games. What's this going to be like for you guys?
Well, we're super excited about it. We have an awesome environment here in the SDC. If anyone's ever been to a game, they can tell you that. The pep band comes out and supports us quite a bit, and we have quite a few fans who come to watch us play. But just the advantage of being home and not having to travel is huge. But you know, being up here in the UP, teams aren't used to traveling so far to come play other teams, so we kind of look at that as an advantage too, and we haven't had that advantage too much so far for us this year. This will only be our 3rd time here at home.
You got quite a few strong players on your team. Specifically, I want to talk about Aubrey Feisick, just named Player of the Week last week for the conference. How's that been like working with these girls this year?
Well, it's been awesome working with Feisick and her fellow senior Rachel for 4 years now. You know, they've been a big part of our team's improvement and our program's growth. But Aubrey is playing pretty lights out right now. She had a great weekend last weekend here at home. Hit over 300 against ODU. Had a career high, I think 27 or 28 kills the night before against Lake Erie. So being named Player of the Week, I know it meant a great deal to her, and you know the team really is behind her right now, and she's carrying a big load for us.
I know your offense is really strong. You were mentioning that earlier. What are some other key point strengths that your team carries?
Well, you know, I think it starts with passing, and Ellie and Haley have really, you know, stepped up passing for us this year. And you know, also with offense, you have to talk about your setter. Rachel really gets our offense going. We've had 2 middles now for 3 years. They're juniors, Steph and Lauren, that have been the backbone of our offense. And you know, Stephanie actually right now is playing as well as she has in her whole career, and is playing just lights out. You know, like I said before. But our offense is pretty good. I think our defense is getting better and better. We're blocking more and more, and I like our chances going through this the final stretch here.
You have practice one more today before the big game at tomorrow, right here against NMU. Give us a few thoughts about that game.
Well, I mean, a rivalry game is a rivalry game. You know, they're exciting, they're fun, and you say you don't want to play those games different than the rest of the games, but it's a rivalry game, and we have a little bit of revenge on our minds. We got upset. I don't know if it was upset, but we were up kind of, you know, close there. Last time we played them in Marquette, and they got us back. So we'll see what we can do tomorrow. It should be a lot of fun, and I know we like playing each other for sure.
Great. Well, we'll talk more about that later in the hour, so stay with us. Again, if you can't watch that game in person, that will be aired on our sister station, Fox UP. I'll send it back to you guys on the station. Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Thanks, Ansley. It sounds like it's going to be a great game, and for those who are just waking up, it sounds like it's going to be a pretty great day for trick-or-treating.
Welcome back. Well, if you didn't know, tomorrow is the final volleyball matchup for Michigan Tech and NMU for the regular season. The game is at Tech, and that's where Ansley Watson is this morning with more about the big matchup. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Sam. Come tomorrow evening, this gym is going to be bumping. It is going to be a great game with Michigan Tech versus NMU. Joining me this morning is head coach Matt Jennings. Good morning.
Good morning.
Wow, NMU tomorrow night. How are you guys feeling?
We're excited for it. We're definitely excited for it. Anytime we get to play our rival, certainly is a lot of fun. We get up for it, but to play at home means something else. And since we've been on the road so much, getting them at home here on Tuesday is going to be awesome.
You said since you've been coach here, you guys actually haven't beat NMU at home yet?
That's
is that correct?
That's correct. We're looking for my first one, I guess, against them tomorrow. We got them last year for the first time on the road, and it had been a long time since we beat them on the road. Last time we played them this season, it was a close match, a really close match, and I'm expecting another one tomorrow. It should be a good one.
I was going to say, I know you probably don't want to reminisce too much about the last game.
Yeah.
It was a good game, though.
No, it really was. I give a lot of credit to Northern in making that comeback. It was 23-21 in the third set. We were just 2 points away from winning the match. We had played really well those first two sets, but they made a great comeback, and they have a few just outstanding players that when they catch fire, they're pretty hard to stop. So statistically, it was almost a dead tie. Two pretty evenly matched teams when we're playing our game. I think we're playing pretty well right now, so I hope they catch us at a good time. I think we're playing real well.
You guys are practicing today before the game tomorrow. Right. Is there things you're going to be working on specifically?
Getting some rest has been important for us too. It's been, a lot of travel. We were on the road last weekend. We got in late, early on Sunday morning, watching some film. We'll go through some of our game plan today in the gym, give our hitters some opportunity to get some timing in with our setters. But, we know what to do right now. We just got to practice being ourselves and stay confident and play with each other and for each other and the crowd tomorrow night.
How are the girls feeling? I'm sure they're really looking forward to this game.
They have. I'd imagine it didn't take too long after the sting kind of went away last time we played them for them to realize we have another shot at it. And I know, like I said, we feel like we're playing as good as we have all season, and we're really looking forward to having them in our gym tomorrow.
Now, what's the future of the season looking like? After you play NMU, you have a few more home games left. You're tied for 4th in the conference right now.
Right.
What are you guys looking for?
Well, 8 teams go to the conference playoffs. Right now, we are in the top 8. We're tied with a handful of teams for 4th place. We have an opportunity, if we win some games here, to host a playoff game still and finish maybe as high as 3rd or 4th. But one game at a time right now. We're 7-5 in league play, and I think that's a good 7-5. We have a lot of wins over some teams we might have a tiebreaker with, but we're not looking too far ahead right now. We know that we're finally at home here for not only tomorrow, but the next 2 weekends, a senior night, and hopefully a playoff game.
What else would you like to say about tomorrow evening's game?
I just hope everyone comes out if they can, and if you're new to the sport or don't know too much about it, this is a great opportunity to come watch. It's an exciting game. Our team works so hard. They have a great persona and personality. They're easy to root for, I think, and I think we're going to win tomorrow night.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
I appreciate it.
Again, if you cannot make it to the game tomorrow, it will be aired on our sister station, Fox UP, 6:30 tomorrow evening right here at Michigan Tech. Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.